Good morning. Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you doing today?
Good morning.
Welcome to the podcast, Ashestorubies podcast.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, Vicky. Do you ever wake up and you're having one of those days where you're just like, good luck, everybody? Because that's what Vicky just did with me. She goes, oh, by the way, good luck with me today. I was like, oh no, that's how you're starting. You got an interesting. This is new for me to see you into what you're doing,
gonna
and
talk
so
about that?
you're drinking a brown milk shaken powder. It came out of a powder bag. It can no, I'm fasting.
You don't want to try it.
I do the intermittent fasting. But the yeah, you got coffee flavored powdered
Cafe latte.
So why are you drinking this?
It's part of my program.
Part of your program. But do you know like the science behind it? Have you done any? They're just saying buy this bag of powder. It tastes like coffee.
No, they
mix
said,
it with ice and
we're going to send it to you for free.
We're going to sign you up for free.
We're going to sign you up for this. You're going to sign up for this. You're going to get this for free. But then you better cancel before the next month.
Because they're going to send you
we'll start charging
bag
you
after bag.
bag after bag after bag.
So what's the point of that?
I don't know.
No, I'm just asking
Good
questions.
luck with me today.
Good luck with me today.
I did my workout and I think it said I'm supposed to drink my shake like half an hour after my workout.
I have a friend, and you know the friend, and he does studies on nutrition. He would say he puts in about a few hours a week studying nutrition, and he's very wise in the nutrition. And whenever I leave him, I feel like I buy things because he sells me. He's not selling me anything.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I know. And so I buy I have the collagen powder. I have the MCT oil,
collagen powder,
coconut oil. And then I on my own recognizance. That's right up there with anonymity. I do protein powder. And so I do these things to grow, to heal, because when you work out, you rip muscle. And so I do these things to heal and get better brain power for the oil, the coconut oil, and a collagen for the skin.
So I just need to be honest and say that I don't
TBH.
like talking about this stuff in public because I feel that
you're bringing a milkshake to the table.
It's not on camera.
It's beside the camera.
I know.
It is not on camera. That is true. Well, I think I just want to applaud you. You are buying into a program of action, and I believe that you'll see results very quickly.
Do you know why I don't like talking about it in public?
Because you have issues with your stick-to-itness?
Yeah.
I'm just shooting in the dark. I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm setting myself up for failure right now.
And do you know what else?
And no, I just want you to tell me.
Because no one is going to look at me and think like, oh, I want to do what she's doing. Whatever that girl's doing for her physical fitness and her physical health, I want to do that. That's not what anyone is thinking.
I never think of, like, whenever I do something, I never think starting out, I want the results that attract other people to go, what are you doing?
But I just don't feel like I need to like talk about what I'm just starting to do because I have no idea if it's going to have dramatic results. And so I just don't need to be promoting it to others.
So when we do like a program of action, let's say the 12 steps or like the reconstruction 12 steps through LifeLab, like I think it's the same thing. I've met people, especially in the Christian world, that they've done every kind of counseling, every type of therapy, every type of inner healing and deliverance, they've stood up in every prayer meeting and nothing's ever worked. Except most of those people that I've met have never done a fully, completely life through the 12 steps. So I believe that you will physically be transformed, but I think the physical is going to come out in your emotional and your spiritual as well. Yeah. Alignment, my friend. Oh, I'm going to look at you in 3 months and go like, I got to get on what she's doing. Like that's probably what's going to happen.
I feel like once I start to see dramatic differences, that's the time to start talking about what I'm doing.
Oh,
because even you said it this morning, people are super excited to tell you all the things that they're doing, but when they're not doing well, they don't reach out. They
I
don't
had-
want to say anything.
I know I had a mentor that says, talk about the failures as much as you talk about the positives.
Right.
Because when you see people online, they're all about, look at my eating program, look at my weight program. And then all of a sudden you don't hear from them for 3 months. And it's because they fell off the wagon. Or in recovery, I am like 33 days and 15 hours sober. And they tell everybody going progressively, and then you don't hear from them for 6 months and they relapsed. And so how do we not isolate, and how do we reach out, and how do we celebrate the failures like we celebrate the successes?
Am I isolating by not wanting to talk about things when I'm just starting?
I don't know. Somebody on camera can answer you, I'm sure, better than I can. All right, we'll get into our reading right now. Good luck with me today. That's all I'm hearing in my voice. I just want to dance with you today, not on eggshells. So we are at September to the 9th. September is flying.
Can I just say, so one night of no sleep and I am still feeling it. Like, so my sleep is so important to me now that
cherished.
We missed an entire night's sleep and I do not feel okay.
At least
still
we weren't high.
No, we weren't. We were not.
I know.
But
when you get to a certain age,
I just feel, recovering. And so it's not about like, I need you to walk on eggshells or I'm feeling like super emotional or anything like that. But I just feel so tired. Like in my body, I'm like, something is wrong. I have no energy, which means I don't have mental energy or physical energy. That's all. Well, that's all I want to say. It's not that I want you to walk on eggshells.
And then we just get to rely on God's power. Go to our solution.
Curl up into a ball.
I think there's some days curling up into a ball is perfectly fine. But can we reach out and say, I'm curling up into a ball, and if anybody wants to talk to me, they have to poke me first. Like I'm a little armadillo. All right, let's get into our morning devotional. This is we call it morning devos. It's devotional. It's time set apart, devoting to bringing into a concept, bringing into light a recovery concept, a concept of our relationship with God. And we bring this idea throughout the day. So it's a contemplative meditation. Correct?
All right. You pronounce that so well.
Oh, my words.
It's hard, eh?
Here is an eye-opening, mind-opening question to ask yourself. What am I doing with what I've got? Question mark. What am I doing with what I got? Instead of crying over what I don't have and wishing my life would be different, what am I doing with what I've got? What am I doing with what I got? I am so sure I'm doing everything possible to make my life. Am I so sure I'm doing everything possible to make my life a success? Am I using my capabilities well? Do I recognize and appreciate all I have to be grateful for? Actually, I am the possessor of unlimited resources. The more I do with them, the more they will grow to overshadow and cancel out the difficult and painful aspects that now get so much of my attention. Today's reminder: life isn't full of potential. Isn't my life full of potential good that I am not using? Couldn't I bring it to fruition by changing my attitude? As a beginning, I will apply liberal amounts of gratitude for even my littlest advantages and pleasures. When I build on this precious foundation of present, tangible good, things will continue to change for the better. God, make me grateful. Make me grateful. Not help me be. Make me grateful for all the good things I have been taking for granted. Oh, you know what comes to mind right now? I went to a conference about sex. It was a doctor, and they were like,
I'm sorry, you went to a sex conference?
Yeah. It wasn't a sex conference. It was in a conference, and a guy was talking. He was a doctor and worked with Carnes, and these guys are high level.
Carnes?
He's a psychologist.
Okay.
You can look him up.
Okay.
and this guy was his partner, but a Christian guy, and they had kind of gone their separate ways. Anyway, he was sharing at this conference, and he was it was men, and so he was giving tips to men. And I remember he talked about the garden and knowing what's there in the garden, and having a partnership with, yeah, that it was weird. And then he said, the best thing you can say to your partner is, you satisfy me. And I'm like, that's the one thing I remember. So I feel like this is a conversation about being satisfied. God, I am satisfied with the life that you're giving me and I'm growing into, because just like you and me, like we lose one night of sleep. We're talking about it, we're thinking about it. I think I'm prone to think of all the negative things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I have to ask God to make my mind. Like I like how they even prayed that, make me. Help me help myself by introducing gratitude, so then I'm actually satisfied. And so, can life bring satisfaction? I know my addiction, one of the spiritual maladies inside of me was there was no purpose. What's the point of all this? And so when God brings purpose and meaning and definition to my life of recovery, of being able to be a use to the people around me, then I can actually live a satisfied life. And I just want to say, Vicky, you satisfy me. If you get anything out of today, you can just tell the person next to you that you satisfy them, that they satisfy you. Yeah. I'm satisfied. What do you have to say?
Do you ever start talking about things and think, oh, wow, I'm going here?
Often.
Funny enough, I was just telling the story about the garden to somebody earlier this week.
The garden.
So when you started talking about it, I was like, oh.
I was trying to take a hard laugh after I talked about it.
I thought you were going to go into more detail.
No, there was no more detail. The point was, I remember from the talk, is I want to be satisfied. That's a good spiritual attitude, spiritual practice.
Yeah.
Spiritual attribute.
Yeah. Am I satisfied with my life, or do I just always want more? Is this just never good enough? And I see
oh no, here we go. The life of addiction is all about consuming to fill. Bless you.
Allergies are real this year.
Real allergies. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more to say. Just you satisfy me. Can we live in that attitude, that spiritual characteristic of being satisfied? And is God's life that he's leading you into satisfactory for you? Because God's not going to change what I'm doing. He's going to change what I want to do. And that's a big difference, because when I go into the life that he has for me, I'm satisfied. He gives me everything that I need.
I wish we were the people that edit their podcasts.
We don't. Too much work. So we leave you with that today. Are you satisfied? Are you living the life that God has for you? Or are you trying to make up your own life, get back on track with your life, trying to strive, improve, all of those things? Man, that's a lot of work. That's a big burden. But if you walk into the life that God has for you, the life that recovery gives you, then you will live a satisfied life. So if you're struggling with that concept, come join us for LifeLab. We have it all online. Links are in the bottom. And we will see you later, maybe tomorrow. Keep the peace, be of good behavior, and see you later.